The Alamo is still in danger of the Wrecker's Ball. Now, before you Texans get in a rage, let's make it clear we're talking about Miami's version of the Alamo, also known as Building Number 1 of Jackson Memorial Medical Center. This was all there was to the original Miami City Hospital, pioneered by Dr. James Jackson, for whom the complex was named. Now Dr. E. Douglas Hutson, Dr. Jackson's grandson, is part of a committee to save the structure from demolition to make way for a maternity tower.
If we can save this, this is the original hospital. It's medically important and it's historically important, I believe. And that's one of the reasons why I'm working to try to save it. I think it's very important that we do this. I don't know whether it happens with you, but with me, there are old things that I grew up with that helped to make a town my hometown. And when you tear them down, then you have really nothing. And Miami has so little history that's relevant that you can see that when you tear down what they do have, then I think you lost just that much more of what makes a city a hometown or a town. There have been so many articles in the newspaper recently about why people don't consider Miami their hometown, and this is one of the reasons. I strongly feel that they have nothing concrete to build a hometown around.
The Save Our Alamo Committee is gearing up for the last battle, facing a December 31st deadline to collect $150,000 needed to move the building and make it a visitor's center. Doctors, nurses, and others interested in saving a piece of history can connect with the committee through volunteer services at Jackson Memorial Hospital. Ben Stone, Channel 4 News. When the new year rolls around in a few months, an era will end at the Jackson Memorial Medical Center. Progress is a great leveler, and the needs of progress don't often include preserving obsolete hospital buildings, so part of the old East Wing will fall to make way for modern glass, steel, and concrete towers. Built in the 20s, this building used to house wealthy private patients, and it was top of the line in those days. Now that it has only a few months before termination, the East Wing is giving up its medical treasures. Examining instruments preserved in their original wooden cases won't be lost. They're scheduled for a historical display if a volunteer committee is successful in preserving the hospital's so-called Alamo, the original Miami City Hospital. 50 years ago, operating rooms were much smaller than the modern version, and examining tables were flimsier. The hallways are deserted now, with most of the usable equipment already gone, but here and there a fixture remains. The old faucets still drip. Hospital officials are continuing their search for anything of historical value connected with the complex. Even the roof tiles will be saved, relics from an earlier time. A nearby fountain will find a new home at the Alamo, where the best of the hospital's treasures will be housed when the last light switch is pulled at the old East Wing. Ben Stone, Channel 4 News.